So, I'm getting that you are a chosen seed, and you have the ability to spread many seeds. You are capable. You are capable of spreading many seeds or planting many seeds, which is the reason why you're chosen. The qualities that you have, the reason why you have them is because it will help you on your mission. And it could be many qualities. It could be your looks, your personality, your charisma, your intellect, your I'm hearing your angst, like what you disagree with, what you know needs to change, regardless of how much you may have ignored it before. It's to the point where, as a chosen seed, you can't ignore what you see is wrong. You're automatically going to want to repair it, fix it, make it better, improve it. Okay, so that's what I'm getting for you. You're a chosen one because you have the perfect qualities to be that. Not everyone has been equipped with the qualities of a chosen one. Okay. I'm getting some people have to sort out through other aspects of their soul's contract before they choose to be chosen. Because some people, okay, everyone could be chosen, but it's just that if you come here and there's more that you must learn, there's going to be so many lessons that are needed prior to you being able to act within the chosen path. That's why some individuals do not get a chance to experience their chosen path, because they had so many lessons that they still need to learn from a soul perspective, from a spirit perspective, which is why they come here and they're so lost and they have so many problems. Is because there's a part of their contract that they must learn before they can get to, or before the door will open to the chosen path. I heard. Before the door will open to the chosen path. Okay. You have the right qualities. You have everything you need. You don't really need to ask anyone for anything else. It's more so of notifying individuals of their calling, I'm hearing. Some people are ready, but they're afraid. Okay. No, it's not that they're, let me see. Some people could get ready, but they're afraid. So what makes them not ready to walk in their chosen path for some is fear. And fear is not real, so that's something that they must get over. What else? I heard mental constructs. Break down mental constructs. Many people struggle to reach their chosen path because of the social constructs that have been built in their mind. It's difficult for them to break it down because that means that everything that they've learned in their life was a lie, and it's hard for some people to accept that. Okay? It's easier for someone to reject it than accept it. It's easy to reject the chosen path. it becomes easier to accept it too, though. But that comes with understanding. I feel like many of you have gained understanding, so now you're walking according to your chosen path. Okay, Spirit, tell me, God, tell me what you want them to know, our honey roses. What would you like them to know? What would you like them to know? I have my cards upside down. Oops. Okay, so Spirit is saying that you working alone is about to end. You working on your own is about to end because you put enough work in by yourself. You understand the lone journey. You understand the lone wolf. You understand the lone journey. I heard both. You understand. You gain understanding through your trials and errors and trials and tribulations, and you know what it's like to work on something on your own, something that's very difficult. You know what it's like. And it doesn't just have to be one thing. It could be, because one thing can open your eyes to your chosen path, or it could be multiple instances as a collective in your life that have happened, and they really changed you in a good way. They changed you. What else? You will still spend time in solitude, but now it's time for you to meet your tribe, I just heard. Those who see what you give and respect it. Those who see what you give and respect it. The Four of Wands almost came out. That's community. So that's individuals that, it's like you're going to either create a community or be a part of a community. I'm also hearing become a member of many communities. I heard people are going to want to see you. Okay? People are going to want to see you. Are you ready? Are you ready? Ready? You're a star. See the star? That's you. The chosen seed. The chosen seed that spreads many seeds. It reminds me of giving someone something and then multiplying it. And then there's other people you can give them something and they'll squander it. They'll waste it in moments. But there's certain people you can give them something and they will multiply it. And Spirit is saying you're one of those individuals that multiply. You're a multiplier. I just heard you've been created to conquer. You've been created to conquer. God's plan from the beginning has always been for you to be great. But it was just up to you to see that. It was up to you to see that. When the will is involved, I mean, it is always involved. But I'm just going to word it this way. When the will is involved, it helps the spirit realm to know if your heart is still sick. I just heard. The will is like the temperature. It's like testing someone's temperature in the spirit realm. It's like not even, it's about sick or not sick. It's about that. It's not about, I mean, it could also be if you have joy or not, if you have a gracious aura, like if you show gratitude or not. All of these emotions are felt through your heart. And when your heart is sick, one can't walk the chosen path. That's like telling someone who has some type of fatal condition to go run 10 miles. It can't happen. So when your heart is sick, it's the same thing. That's what Spirit is telling me right now. Like, you can't work within your spiritual path until you get your heart right. If your heart is not right, you're going to have to go it again. You're going to have to learn again. But I feel as though many of you have selected to choose. It sounds funny to me. Feels like I'm saying the same thing twice. Am I? Yeah. You've selected the chosen path because it feels right to you now. You know so much now that you know better. You know that any other path is not better than this one. Any other path is not better than this one. The chosen one. Because on the chosen path you have strength. Oh, you have family. I see strength and family. And your wish fulfillment. Because what many of you want is a close-knit family. I'm getting that. Many times in life, your real family, like your blood family that you've been raised around, they didn't do the best job with you. And I don't say that in like a negative way. I say it because they didn't come from a place of love like that. And you had to learn love on your own. And it was a challenge. Sometimes it can still be a challenge, I'm hearing. But as a chosen seed, you will end up being around individuals that you didn't grow up with, that you'll be more connected with on a spiritual level. Because the journey, it's the journey. It's the shared goal of working alongside God. Like, that creator energy. I just heard when a creator is around creators, they feel free. And it's like you'll be around a family of creators, or a family of creatives. They'll be in alignment with your soul's cry. So throughout the time when you felt confused, and when who you wanted your family to be, they weren't, you will see in others that you meet or that you have met what you were looking for as a child. Okay? You will find that people that you meet in your future or that you've met recently are closer to you on a spiritual level than your family. And what's more closer than spirit? What is more closer than that? What is more real than spirit? Because yes, we have the physical, and the physical seems more real, but the spirit is our most authentic reality. I just heard. Because the hidden is what trips us up. And the hidden is the most real. What we see on the surface, most times is fake. It's not really real. And I say that because there's so many people that are putting on a show. Like, they're not really being all the way themselves. And it's not off the strength of, how can I put this? It's like people pleasing. There's so many people that have a mask on because they're trying to please others. And that's not real. There's so many people that are altering themselves. And that's another aspect that's not really real. It's in the physical, but it's just, one of those tactics to confuse the people. You know, there's just a lot of them. There's a lot of tactics that confuse the people. And it's that the matrix energy is not real. It's just fabrication of reality. And I don't want to go too deep, but I say all that to say that spirit is the realist in all of our lives, regardless of if you realize it or not. What you don't see, what you don't see affects you the most. What you do not see affects you the most. And it makes it, just thinking of that sentence by itself, what you don't see affects you the most, is such a powerful reality for all of us. And once we realize that, it will automatically make you want to understand more about what is hidden. Because then you'll understand more about yourself and why you think the way you do and where it came from, those thoughts, and if they're even right or not. And, you know, most times they're not correct because of what we have been taught as children. So we have to unlearn to relearn. Being that many of you have walked that path to understand that already, this is a part of the reason why you're chosen. Even if you just want to know and you still feel like you need to educate yourself on it, that's a good thing because it shows that you're chosen. You actually have a desire to know. You have a desire to unravel the web of lies. You have a desire to do it deep down inside. So anytime you have a desire to unearth truth, that's a chosen seed thing. That's something coming from the soul of someone who is connected to God, connected to the Most High. Okay? This is why you've been chosen. Those qualities that you have are, I'm hearing, exceptionally powerful. The qualities that you have are exceptionally powerful. And they are qualities that chosen ones need to continue on their journey. I heard the journey is full of surprises. Of ethical and unethical. When you experience immorality, you are prone to tell others what you see. You are prone to tell others what you see when you see immorality. You know it causes destruction. And you are set out to reconstruct. You know it's a part of your soul's mission. And this is why you'll be untouched. You will be untouched. I heard, do not lay a finger on my child. Do not lay a finger on my child. It was very stern, but it was very calm. And then I picked up a random card, and it's the Magician. I heard, put that magic to action, and they shall see. I choose and they do not. They don't have any control over me. Ooh. It was very, ooh. Ooh. It was very, has so much substance. I choose, and they do not. They don't have any control over me. Ooh, this making me feel some type of way. Yes, talk to him. Ooh. I serve death to those who test. I serve deaths to those who test. It's giving me chills. I serve deaths to those who test. The ego is sublimation. Over and over again. You must shed your skin. Over and over again. You must shed your skin. Oof. Oof. Let the past float away from you. Let it flow off of you. But it's time for new. It's time for the new. You have to let the new come in. Otherwise, how will you win? How will you win if you don't let the new come in? I created you to be a champion. And to move away from sin. Like walk away from it on your own. You see, sin is a guideline to live by because it's like a blueprint. All the things that are sins are known to have people in some messed up situations. And I think people confuse the idea of sin. Because anytime someone chooses to take part in sinful activities, if you think about what sin is, each sin could quickly and easily lead to death. So this is just saying that I want ego deaths for you, but not physical deaths. So I tell you not to sin because you could meet your death, your physical death, too soon. And that's not what I want for you. That's not the plan. What I want for you is to understand and enjoy your life, because the path that I've chosen for you is the path of victory. I heard all shall bow at your feet. Not in a funny style way. Not in a way of like narcissism. It's in a way of gratitude. It's in a way of gratitude. It's not to be taken to the head. No. It's to be honored. It's making me want to cry. Hold on. This gets me emotional. Every time they start speaking to me like this, I get emotional. Hold on. Wait a minute. I thought I was done. Hold on. Wait a minute. I'm trying not to lose my train of thought. Okay. It is an honorable position. So, the key is to not get gassed up. Don't get too full of yourself, because it's not even, it's so much bigger than you. You're used as a vessel. You must know your place so you don't lose it. I'm hearing with haste, but it's more so like respect it. Don't abuse it. Don't abuse it for your own good. You use it for the good of all, because it's not just about us. We're like one drop in the ocean, but together we have the potion to cure the earth, because she's sick. They made her sick. It is our job to heal her, serenade her, love her, show her love, Regardless of who takes from her, you make sure you show her love. Give her your seeds. Plant a flower outside. Plant something. Give her back something because she's been taken away from. Okay, so this position is your honor. Like, I'm honored to do this because those who are chosen, they give up everything that they thought they wanted for this position to accept it. One could have gone to school for years and ends up not being able to move forward with everything that they have done because they were on the fence about which direction to go in off the strength of survival. But the more, and this happens to many people, and me, what I chose to go to school for, thankfully it is in alignment with my mission, my soul's cry. It is in alignment, so I'm very thankful that I took the time to take time instead of rushing. So I'm thankful for that. But there's many others who they chose to spend a lot of time doing something because they were looking at life from a physical perspective as opposed to a spiritual perspective, and it caused them to use a lot of time in a certain field that they ended up not utilizing. So I say that to say, when your soul cries and when you answer the call, when you're called, and when you understand your position, nothing matters. Nothing else matters to you. Nothing matters at all. I'm hearing Lauryn Hill's voice in my head. 'Cause nothing even matters no more. Nothing matters. The only thing that matters is your position with the Most High. That's it. That's all that matters. Nothing else matters. And you walk in that position with joy because you already know what it is. You know what it is already. Okay, so this is just the message right now. Okay, this is the message. You are chosen because you have all of the qualities. Everything that you need to be a chosen seed, you have it. You are so blessed because you deserve to be. Your heart is in the right place. It's about that heart. It's about the purity of heart. The key, one of the keys, is to make sure that you don't lose your way, because in such a cruel world, it's easy to lose your way. You have to keep yourself on track, and also keep special people around you that will tell you about yourself. You know, people that really are down for you. They're gonna be like, wait a minute now, I see something. You want me to show you what I see? You might not want them to show you, but when you love someone, you'll listen to them, regardless of if you don't want to hear it or not. And then you respond accordingly. You let it marinate a little bit, and you see what they're talking about. Because those that love you will make sure that you stay on track, and they'll also make sure that you can see right. Because sometimes on this path, the chosen path, there's things that can happen that test you. I can't even say could. There's things that happen that test you. And those tests could be fierce, and they could put you in a position to act in a certain way. Now, if you choose to act out of line with the divine, there's consequences. I don't say that to be scary, because it kind of sounded scary as I heard myself say it over again in my mind. But it's to be mindful of yourself, because the consequences, they only come through to teach you a lesson. So it's important to learn how to sit back and think about the possibilities. I was going to say possible outcomes, but possibilities. Think about the possibilities before you make a move, for as long as you can. Sometimes you're going to have to move faster than other times, but still, take a moment to think. It's okay. It's all right. They could wait a second. No rush. You don't have to be rushed. You set that tone. You don't have to be rushed. You're so abundant. You're so full of life. You are filled with endings and beginnings. So, throughout your whole life, you could say this is only the beginning. That's a valid statement. Think about when you learn something new. That's only the beginning. And if you continue to be a lifelong learner, you will have many beginnings. And they will all add on to your mission and to your ability to have an ability to reach. It will enhance your reach. Anytime you learn, your reach becomes extended and extensive. Like, your reach just extends. And that's very powerful, because that means that your message will spread far and wide. So yes. Your seeds bear great fruit, enough to feed the world. Yes, that's what I heard. Okay, my loves, that's all I have for you for this message. I hope it gets to those with the ears to hear. Everything you do, do it with love. Always remember the creator is in you and the magic is too, because you're magic. Much love to you. I'll see you in the next video.